to wake you need your hand away, break your thin shield. I kick your home back in your door, keep fucking me low, and you set me on. Don't light some flame, it's calling me you. Lost in the night with a door in this. Some kiss waves, your eyes holding mine, cut in hue, the music turns.
Well, happy Wednesday, and welcome to Dave's After Hours Trivia Club Live. Step inside the lounge, grab your drink of choice, and settle in. Here at Dave's After Dark, we stir up the memories, test your smarts, and maybe, just maybe, teach you something new along the way. Now, we do go live most Sundays and usually also on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific time. Now, the doors swing open, the lights go low, and that's when the trivia flows. Now, while our robots do the painting of each scene, I will serve up some clues, and then you will take your best guesses as we move through tonight's 3 categories. We'll be doing the top 20 box office flops tonight. That should be pretty fun. Next, we'll be doing the 20 most dominant Olympians ever. So we'll test your memory going back in time a little bit there. And then finally, we'll be doing the top 20 spy movies of all time. So we'll see how good you are at that. Now, this isn't just a trivia show. It's a fast-paced gauntlet of art, memory, and mystery. Let's see how many you can guess before the brush finishes the final stroke. Now, I did want to quickly mention our sponsor, DavidHansonArt.com. That's me, where you can find our live show's cover art, which you're seeing in the background as I speak. And we have all kinds of related art and merch products on there. You can get yourself coffee mugs and puzzles and beach towels and wall art and all sorts of things. So take a look at that. Now be sure to check in down in the chat. Say hello. This is where you will be throwing out your guesses, or you can just hang out with the rest of the crew. We'll let the art finish up here. Now, the last few are specific for this show. Hey, Sandra, good to see you. Welcome back. Glad you're here. King's in the house. Arena, good to see you. The early birds have arrived. Very good. All right. Well, we might as well fire up these robots and get our first video file underway. Here we go. Now, most of you know the rules. The robots do the painting around here. That means you do the guessing. And I do try to confuse you with clues along the way. Now again, the first category is going to be the top 20 box office flops of all time. Now, some of these are a little obscure, like this first one, and some are pretty well known and some are a little surprising. So here we go, number 20. This lunar comedy takes off with a premise that's out of this world, literally. It stars a legendary comedian trying to run a nightclub on the moon. Weird premise. The movie features futuristic gangsters and zero-gravity gags. Its special effects budget outpaced its punchlines, sounds like. This is, of course, Eddie Murphy And Eddie Murphy might wish this one stayed in orbit. All right, who knows? This is how bad it was. Nobody's heard of it. This was Eddie Murphy. Now I'm going to help you out. This is from the year 2002. 2002. This sci-fi misfire cost around $100 million. And it barely made $7 million. Pluto Nash! How'd you know that, King? Very good. So the official name is The Adventures of Pluto Nash. Eddie Murphy, of course. And like I said, this sci-fi misfire cost around $100 million. And it only made $7 million. Even the moon couldn't save this Murphy vehicle. Yeah. Well, I think that's going to be a theme here. Actually, the next one I wouldn't call a stupid movie, but it was a box office flop. All right, number 19. Let's change gears. Totally different idea here. A big budget historical retelling of a famous Last Stand. Now that's an awfully good clue. This one features, here's another good clue, Davy Crockett, but no coonskin cap magic here. It was supposed to spark patriotism, but it fizzled out instead. Despite epic scale, critics and crowds did not rally behind this movie. Do you remember this movie? Neither did the box office. All right, so the picture might be a little obscure here. It's two big stars that don't look familiar because of the hats and the sideburns. They're historically accurate. Let's see, what else can I tell you? So they're in period dress there, and they have guns, and they have a cannon there. Guns and a cannon. Any guesses? With a massive marketing push and battlefield scale, Disney's take on Texas history earned less than half its cost back. This is the Alamo. The Alamo, 2004. There you go. All right, next up, another epic. Let's do another epic, number 18. Sometimes they're epics because big budgets, right? So this one is a historical epic by a famous director known for controversial choices. It chronicles a famous conqueror whose life burned fast and bright. A regular here on our show. Mr. Colin Farrell leads the charge in blonde locks and eyeliner. Yeah, he did not look cool in this at all. Colin did not look cool in this movie. Ugh, cringy. The film tries to conquer box office glory and fails miserably. Yes, you are correct. Sandra! Nadal's in the house. I guess King beat everybody, but not everybody's got the answer. So did you guys like this movie? Alexander Oliver Stone swung for an empire and got a whisper of a return. Despite strong international performance, so it performed well overseas. Its U.S. reception was chilly. Perhaps Alexander needed better PR in Babylon. Alexander is correct. Very good. Well, so you all got that. Yeah, it was a little weak. And Colin Farrell looks particularly weak. All right, next one's a little more obscure. Number 17. Good luck. It's World War II, but with more lipstick and espionage than combat. A romantic thriller pairing spies and suspicion in Casablanca. Brad Pitt And Marion Cotillard smoldered on screen. That Marion Cotillard. Whew. And fizzled at the ticket window. Despite glamorous settings, audiences stayed home. It turns out War and Romance didn't make profitable bedfellows. So, you knew it. Sandra, very good. Yeah, Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard. Turns out War and Romance didn't make profitable bedfellows, and Stylish and Moody Allied hoped for Oscar bait, but instead baited a financial loss. Allied is correct. Spicy Mike. Allied is correct. What's going on? Not Jim Carrey. That's actually Brad Pitt. Kind of looks more like Jim Carrey, huh? These come from actual photos, too, so don't blame the AI. But there's a little bit of AI in the video. But all right. Now, you might remember this one. Number 16. A classic novel turned wild cinematic detour. It features kung fu, airships, and Arnold Schwarzenegger in a cameo role. Now, the third person in the movie that's not pictured in this photo was Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan does the heavy lifting in this movie. Hey, David, what's going on? Even the globetrotting spectacle audiences didn't book tickets. Yeah, you know it, King. There you go. Very good. This race around the world stalled at the box office starting line. Yeah. Despite flashy stunts and exotic locales, this remake earned a global shrug and heavy losses. You're correct. This is around the world in 80 days, and it was made in the year 2004. There they are. Well, the only one person we're missing in the picture there is Jackie Chan. Did you guys see it? You guys sound like you saw it. I don't think I saw it. Sorry. I don't think I saw very many of these. I did see Alexandra, of course. All right, number 15. And, I might have seen more of them. I just don't remember. Could be. All right. I think I saw this one. Number 15. This is a tough picture. This was set in the year 3000, and yet already was outdated. It was based on a novel by a controversial sci-fi author. John Travolta's dreadlocks alone deserve an apology. I agree. The alien Cyclops take over the Earth and our patients. Oh, Cyclos. Sorry. So that's close. But now, that's close, but that's not quite it. That's very close, though. Widely panned, it's often parodied, seldom finished. There you go, Madal. You got it. Did you guys see this? Battlefield Earth. Battlefield Earth, you are correct. This infamous flop is considered one of the worst films ever made. If you're on this list and you are the worst, even its camera angles were marked. Even the AI video is pretty cool. And I don't know who this is at the end, but hi. Hey. Now that's some AI video run amok. Run amok. All right, number 14. Now, I don't think I saw this. If I did, I walked out. A beloved cartoon duo got the live action treatment. A lot of these didn't work, right? It features talking animals, time travel, and bizarre cameos. Satirical charm failed to leap from tune to ticket sales. Even De Niro, as the fearless leader, couldn't save this. That's De Niro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, King, you got it. What's the official name? Do you know the official name of the movie? A little bit more complicated than Rocky and Bullwinkle. It doesn't involve Boris and Natasha. Audiences moosed out early. Yeah. The nostalgia didn't translate. The blend of animation and live action baffled more than it delighted. Yeah, I hate that. I hate when they blend the live action with the animation. Ooh. Yuck, yuck, yuck. It's the adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle, of course. You got it. Year's 2000. All right, there they are. De Niro. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. All right, now number 13, I actually didn't mind this movie, but apparently I was the only one. Apparently I was the only one. A Middle Ages mashup of Norse legend and Arabic narration. Antonio Banderas stars in an unlikely Viking saga. Think Beowulf, but with way less heroism and way more financial doom. Epic battles, bleak landscapes, and even bleaker returns. Yeah, you know it. It's very good, Madame. Yeah, it looks more like DeVito. Yeah, that's correct. And I love this movie. Maybe it's because I had read the book or I had listened to the book on tape beforehand. And that might have been one of the reasons I loved it. I don't know, maybe. It took too many warriors and too few ticket sales. With ballooning costs and reshoots, this adventure reportedly lost over 100 million. And since I am of Danish descent, I do like the Vikings. I have a soft spot for Vikings. 13th warrior is correct. Antonio Banderas. There he is. Yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Lost over 100 million. Bummer. Number 12. All right, now I never got it. This is a whole series of these now, but so I need the exact answer. A video game adaptation that pioneered. This picture's weird too. Good luck. CGI realism. The characters were almost human, but not quite. Audiences found the uncanny valley too deep to climb out of. Tech magic didn't translate into movie magic. Squaresoft lost their fantasy and their fortune. So Tron Legacy, that's a good guess, but that's not correct. A visual marvel ahead of its time, but a storytelling disaster. It nearly bankrupted its creators. Tron Legacy is a good guess, but it's incorrect. This is the year 2001, if that helps at all. And the series was called Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. And the tagline name is Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. Did anybody see it? Not me. 2001. Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. I guess it was horrible. There you go. And I don't know who that is at the end again. She's the same one, though. She came back. She lives in the AI. All right. Number 11. All right, now I've heard of this movie. I've heard of it. A mysterious astronaut returns from space, but he's changed. Johnny Depp stars in this slow burn, I love that, slow burn psychological thriller. There's suspense, there's pregnancy, and interstellar weirdness. Critics found it lifeless. Audiences spaced out. Houston, we had a problem. All right, does this look familiar to anybody? I'm kind of blocking the one picture here. Sorry about that. Life's tough. Very good, madame. Very good. Yeah, King got it too. The Astronaut's Wife is correct. Is correct. 1999. The eerie sci-fi flick lacked liftoff, despite star power and celestial ambition. The Astronaut's Wife is correct. You guys knew that. Very good. Very good. Good. All right. That means we're down to the top 10. We've gone halfway through. 10 more. All right. So, I'm not sure I ever even heard of this movie, so that's not a good sign. Think Top Gun meets Evil AI. This is 2005, too. Way back. A high-tech fighter goes rogue. This is Jessica Biel, Jamie Foxx, and Josh Lucas lead this aerial disaster. Action overload couldn't pull this out of a nosedive. Even the soundtrack flew under the radar. And you know it. So did you see it, King? You must have. Madame? I don't know what to say about you guys. You guys are both from the UK, is that correct? Am I correct in that? This might have been big over there. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, yeah. Stealth is correct. Costing $135 million and grossing about half of that. Stealth crashed out and burned with critics and crowds alike. Stealth. There they are. The Stealth crew. Jessica Biel. There they are. Oh, they're happy. Okay. Now, I did see this next one. And I gotta say, I wasn't familiar with the storyline and all that, so it was a little weird for me. But let's set that aside. This one was set in a post-apocalyptic future where cities roll around on wheels. Love the concept. Yes, London has tank treads. Because why not? This story was kind of weird. Adopted from a YA novel and backed by Peter Jackson. Gorgeous visuals, zero audience traction. Yeah, you're correct, Kate. Oh, you're Madame's Massachusetts. Well, that that's getting towards the UK. That's as close to the UK as you can get in the United States. Oh man, one of Universal's most expensive fender benders. With a loss of nearly $175 million, this ambitious steampunk saga barely moved the needle, except on financial red alerts. And you are correct, King. It is Mortal Engines. Yeah, I had a hard time getting into it, but I kind of like the idea. Cities on wheels. There you go. All right, Mortal Engines. One of the worst. The robots know they're bad movies. Am I right? All right, number 8. Now, I have no idea what this one is. This is 2022, so this is recent. That might be one reason I don't know what it is. A Disney animated adventure with a pulp sci-fi twist. It's visually bold, narratively baffling. It's a family of explorers enters a surreal subterranean land. Critics were kind, audiences were confused, and the marketing went missing. This colorful journey disappeared faster than a Disney Vault release. Oh, okay. So, did anybody see this? I doubt it. 2022, a Disney thing. Estimated losses range from $100 to $197 million, making it a rare animated misfire for the Mouse House. Oh, I don't know. The Mouse House has been missing quite a few as of late. Now, no guesses. I had a feeling. I had a feeling there would be no guesses. The robots knew what this was. The robots know everything. So we shouldn't feel bad because the robots know everything. This was called A Strange World. Yes, indeed. The Mouse House. Yeah, I don't know who that is there at the end, but it's a blue creature. All right. Now, I do know this next one, and I think I might have walked out of this one. It's very recent, 2023. A speedster superhero stuck in a multiverse of problems. Now, this movie tried to save itself by having Batman and Supergirl show up in the movie, and still that couldn't help. Behind the scenes scandals didn't help its reputation. CGI choices that sparked memes, not admiration. All right, you guys know this one. There he is. Well, I guess we know our superheroes, even if the movie's... So did you guys see the movie? What'd you think? What'd you think of the movie? Huh? DC tried a reset, but this one short-circuited instead. Despite franchise expectations, this film lost around, get this, $155 million, making it one of DC's priciest stumbles. Yeah, looks like Maddow had it first. Maddow King, The Flash. It's not the worst. Well, so there you go. I think I did walk out, but I do leave movies nowadays. I never used to. I used to stick them all out, but I don't do that anymore. I don't know. I think I'm just getting old and cranky. Number 6. Now, I believe I saw this. A samurai tale infused with fantasy and Hollywood flair. This stars Keanu Reeves. Keanu, excuse me. I don't know what went haywire there in my brain. Keanu Reeves as a half Japanese warrior. Critics panned its tone, and cultural missteps didn't help. Swords clashed, dragons appeared, and audiences vanished. One legend that didn't quite get honorably released. Yes. Yeah. That's correct, King. Maddow. Did you guys see this? I know I saw it. Probably because of Keanu, right? And I don't know if I thought it was horrible. Maybe I did. I'm not sure. With a budget topping 175 million, this mythical mess sliced through Universal's finances instead of the box office. Yeah, you liked it. I don't know. I'm not thinking it was all that terrible, but robots didn't like it. 47 Ronin. 47 Ronin. 2013 was the year. All right, top five. Top five worst box office flops. Now, I have to say I didn't see this. I think I was morally against it. I use that loosely. A romantic comedy that became an icon of failure. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. Need I say more? Need I say more? They had bad chemistry on camera. So, I mean, that explains things, doesn't it? Twice married, twice divorced. Plagued by rewrites, re-edits, and truly bizarre dialogue. Critics called it unwatchable, and the title became shorthand for disaster. Well, so none of you are quite correct. You got the idea. But none of you have it spelled correctly, and therefore you don't have it pronounced correctly either. That's kind of funny. All three of you. You know what it is, though. You probably haven't seen it, but you've heard the jokes. It grossed just $7 million on a $75 million budget. Giggly, Gigli, Gigli. Giggly. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. I don't know who that third guy is that came in the AI video there. All right, now I do remember the next one, and I think I saw it, but I think I thought it was horrible too. It's a swashbuckling pirate adventure with big explosions and bigger debt. Gina Davis stars in one of the few female-led pirate flicks. There's your first clue. Jeff Foxworthy. There's your clue. It sank the studio, literally. This treasure hunt found nothing but buried losses. Was not called Pirate Island, but you're kind of onto it. You're kind of onto it, but it's got a different name. It's considered the final cannonball in the pirate genre. Until Pirates of the Caribbean bailed out the pirate genre years later. It earned back less than $20 million against a budget that ballooned to over $115 million. Arrgh! Arrgh! I can do a pirate. Arrgh! So it's not Pirate Island. It is there you go. You guys all got it. Cutthroat Island, 1995. There you go. Gina Davis. Bummer. All right, top three. Now I definitely saw this next one, and I had a hard time figuring it out. A hard time. It's a Civil War veteran teleports to Mars. Yes, Mars. It's based on pulp novels that inspired modern sci-fi, but too late to the party. It cost nearly, get this, $300 million to make this movie. Despite epic battles and alien creatures, it left viewers disoriented. Yeah, I felt kind of disoriented. Disney tried to launch a franchise and instead launched nothing. You guys remember this? I do. Who's Ashton Kutcher's wife? What's her name? Mila? Mila's in this. With inflation, this is arguably the most expensive box office bomb in history. Even Mars said no thanks. Yes. You are correct, Meadow King. John Carter. Remember it? Did you see it? I saw it. Yeah, I like to see sci-fi, so I saw 2012. John Carter. There you go. All right, now, the next one I definitely saw. It was a long movie, and it took forever for them to finish making this, and so I was super anxious to see this movie. And so it was very disappointing. This flop was so infamous, it has its own Hollywood cautionary tale. Its lavish sets, its endless takes, and runtime of over 3 hours. So, not only is it horrible, but it's 3 hours. The director's vision, grand. The returns, microscopic. It's a Western that triggered an actual industry shakeout. The studio went bust. They literally went bankrupt. Now, this is a Western. And, gosh, it was supposed to be an epic, epic tale, grand, about immigrants coming to the country and moving out west and everything that happened to them, and it was so great. It lost about $40 million, over $120 million today, and it destroyed United Artists' reputation in the process. Does anybody remember this? Western, really the biggest flop in history. Heaven's Gate. Now you'll remember. It was so bad you don't remember. It is back a bit. 1980. So way back in the day. Way back in the day. Now this one's more current, and I definitely did not see this one. So here you go. 2011. A motion capture animated film with the creepiest human faces ever. Good start. The title says it all. The people stayed far, far away. Even the name triggered internet memes before the show opened. Now this one cost nearly $150 million, and it made back less than $40 million. Okay, here's your key clue. Moms didn't need this movie, and neither did Mars. Disney's attempt to innovate turned into one of their biggest disasters. It lost around $140 million and closed the studio behind it. Yeah, well, King, it's close. King, you're as close as you can be without getting it correct. And Brad's in the house. That's in the ballpark, Brad, but that's incorrect. This is Mars Needs Moms. Mars Needs Moms. Didn't you know? 2001. All right, well, that concludes the box office bombs. That was kind of fun. I think we might have to do something similar again. I don't know exactly how we do that, but we may have to. Anyway, so I do have a little intermission one for you. So tonight's intermission category is famous historical figures from Russia. Famous historical figures from Russia. Now, again, the intermission one has no clues, just music. You are correct. This is Tsar Nicholas II, the last emperor of Russia. Nicholas II. Hang on, let me pause this. All right, there we go. It was something about Nicholas II. Nicholas II ruled from 1894 until he was forced to abdicate during the Russian Revolution of 1917. Nicholas was obsessed with family photos and often carried a camera. Unfortunately, even a royal scrapbook couldn't save him from history's sharp turn. There you go. A little history fact for you. All right, let's do round two. All right, now, I'm thinking you guys might know the rules by now. Robots paint. You guess. And I do give some clues that sometimes help out a little bit. And sometimes they don't. So there you go. Top 20 most dominant Olympians ever. So this is the people who won the most awards ever. Dominated their sports. So we're going to go back in time for the most part. Sometimes they'll be more current, but you might remember them. Hopefully so. Number 20. This lady dominated the gym long before Biles was even born. She competed with leotards looked like ballroom attire. Her medal haul remained untouched for decades. She represented the Soviet Union in Cold War elegance and strength. Not Nadia. Michael Phelps might be included in this. We'll see. She's still the top female Olympic medalist of all time. She's still the top female Olympic. Not Nadia Comaneci. She's from the Soviet Union. I'll give you that clue. This lady's from the Soviet Union. With 18 Olympic medals, she ruled the 1950s and 60s, often winning while she was pregnant. Gymnastics excellence and maternity. Larissa Latinina. Larissa Latinina. Google that, guys. Google that. There you go. King knew it. Oh, I had a little internet lag, King. Very good. All right. Now let's do an American. What the heck? Number 19. He didn't just break a world record. He broke physics. This was amazing. His 1968 jump made the measuring tape cry. It was called the leap of the century for good reason. Now, this was in Mexico City, which may have helped. Competitors had to double check the pit. They couldn't believe this guy's number. His mark stood for 23 years. And that's not just dominance, it's orbit. Not Carl Lewis. This is before Carl Lewis. This is way back in the day. This was back in Mexico City Olympics. What year was that? 68? 60? Yeah, there you go, King. Bob Beeman is correct. U.S. long jump. Beeman's 8.9 meter jump in Mexico City redefined what it was humanly possible. It was like in English, he was like over 2 feet longer than anyone in history. Usually it's like in half inch, and he won by over 2 feet. So there you go. Bob Beeman. Very impressed. And they were all very impressed. As was I. All right. Yeah, King's being pretty dominant here tonight. All right, you'll recognize this guy. Before Phelps, there was this mustachioed missile. He made water look like his natural habitat. I think he later became a dentist, or he was a dentist. Not sure which. He won something about dentistry. He won 7 golds in 1 Olympics with 7 world records. His 70s style made moves on and off the podium. He was into disco. For decades, he was swimming's gold standard. King is on fire. Yeah, this guy he sold a lot of stuff. He was definitely on the Wheaties box. Definitely on the Wheaties box. Burt Reynolds. He looks like Burt Reynolds. That's why he did fairly well in endorsements. Mr. Mark Spitz, 7 gold medals. Spitz pulled off his 1972 feat without goggles or high-tech swimsuits. Just raw power and waterproof swagger. Yeah, Mark Spitz. No fancy suits, no steroids, nothing. Yeah, there you go. Just a good mustache. That's it. All right, now you know this one. She scored a perfect 10 before digital scoreboards knew how to show it. Her age? Just 14. Her nerves ice cold. She changed gymnastics forever, twice in one floor routine. Judges had to improvise how to rank perfection. She didn't just win, she redefined the scale. Yes, okay. Run, Sandra! Correct. This one is Nadia. There you go. And King comes in with the complete answer. Thank you, King. Where's she from? Remind me again where she's from. In 1976, Nadia earned not 1, but 7 perfect 10s. 7 perfect 10s! The scoreboard displayed 1 because no one expected to have to put a 10. Not Russia. Not Russia. She's not from Russia. No, she is Romanian. Romanian. Nadia Comaneci. They are Comaneci. All right, number 16. So it might be a little harder. This gentleman owned both the 5,000 and 10,000 meters like he was a king. He ran like gravity was optional. He set world records that stood strong for more than 10 years. His Olympic rivals trailed behind him like they were sightseeing. Now, he's from Ethiopia, and Ethiopia's long-distance legacy lived on through him. Not Carl Lewis. This is an Ethiopian gentleman who ran the 5,000 and 10,000 meters. His combined speed and strategy and long distance like never before. In the Beijing 2008, he doubled gold, barely breaking a sweat. Any guesses? Going west. From Ethiopia. Dominated the sport for 10 years. Kenisa Bekele. Kenisa Bekele. B-E-K-E-L-E. Kenisa Bekele. Ethiopia. There you go. Learn something every day on Dave's After Dark. All right. Glad I could teach you something. Yeah, I might teach you something on the next one, too. Number 15. Now, this lady started winning Olympic golds before the Berlin Wall fell. Must have been from East Germany or West Germany. I don't know which. He kept paddling and dominating for 24 years. 24 years! He competed under both East Germany and a reunified Germany later. Canoe, more like a gold-plated speedboat. 8 gold medals and still chill about it. Now, this lady appeared in 6 Olympics, and she won at least 1 medal in each of those 6. Look at all those medals. Look at them all. Her longevity was as impressive as her paddling power. German, East Germany, Unified Germany, 8 gold medals, and a stockload of other medals. 6 Olympics, going once, going twice. This is Miss Birgit Fischer. That's a good common German name, Fischer. Birgit Fischer. There, I stumped you twice in a row. I like it. All right. 14. I think you'll know this one. She is the greatest all-around female track star ever. Heptathlon, she made it look like a warm-up. Her scores haven't been touched in decades. She excelled in long jump and the sprints. Grace, grit, and gold all in one package. She won medals in 4 straight Olympic Games. There you go. Alex is in the house. What's going on, man? And King is on the board with the right answer. Jackie Joyner Kersey, the greatest all-around female track star ever. Dominating an event that requires versatility, endurance, and serious mental game. There you go, Jackie. We're doing dominant Olympians, Alex, in case you're curious. Dominant Olympians. People who won lots and lots of medals. At least most of them have so far. Jackie Joyner Kersey. There you go. Okay, we're down to number 13. This is an unusual name. He's known as the Flying Finn. There's the best clue. He carried a stopwatch while running to pace himself. He won 9 Olympic golds like it was casual cardio. He turned long-distance events into solo performances. He ran like a metrodome with wings. Now, this is a while ago, guys. This is way back. Competed in the 1920s. His scientific approach to pacing himself made him the grandfather of modern endurance strategy. King, how'd you know that? Get your pocket AI going there, King? That was pretty good. The Flying Finn. Paavo Nurmi, Finland. The Flying Finn. There you go. There he is, 1920. How about those shorts, huh? He's got something in the shorts there. I guess he is a man. Yeah. The Flying Finn, yeah. That was the good clue, wasn't it, King? See? King is paying attention. Unlike the rest of you. Where's Stuart? Incidentally. All right, next up, number 12. Oh, this one's hard. Should we skip this one? East Germany, and she's a swimmer. I'm going to give you those clues. She won 6 golds in one Olympics. 6 golds in one Olympics, each in a different event. Well, of course, a different event. What are you talking about? Dominated the pool in 1988. She swam backstroke, butterfly, freestyle, basically everything. She set a standard that no female swimmer has yet matched. A 1 games tsunami of success. Her 6-goal performance in Seoul made her the most decorated female swimmer in a single Olympics. She even got her own stamp. East Germany. Hey, Ed, what's going on? Yeah, East Germany. I think they had some enhancing drugs, perhaps. It's not Ellen. Oh, King had it already. King is dominant. Kristen Otto is correct. That is correct. You had it. Yeah, that's right, Brad. Your last name is German. All right, you might recognize this guy just from the picture. World's fastest man. And he was quite a showman. His lightning bolt pose became a meme and a memory. He owned the 100 meter and the 200 meter like a king of speed. He left opponents in a different time zone. 8 Olympic golds and endless swagger. And Nadal. Oh, King had it first, though, huh? Dang you, King. Nadal had the correct spelling. And Ed gets most points for the most unique answer. Yeah, Diddy's on the run. All good guesses, Ed. All good guesses. Bolt's 9.58 seconds in the 100 meter remains untouchable. He slowed down to celebrate still broke a record. Usain Bolt, Jamaica. There he is. Jamaica. Jamaican, man. Man. It's Jamaica, man. All right, we're down to the top 10. Top 10 most dominant. This guy wore golden shoes and lived up to them. Now, he's probably weren't the Trump golden sneakers, probably different. Revolutionized sprinting form with an upright, bullet-like posture. He set Olympic records in both the 200 meter and the 400 meter, so a little different. He ran 200 and 400. His strides seemed to defy biomechanics. That's weird. Maybe he was a robot. 4 gold medals and 0 doubts. There you go. You guys got it. Larry Bird is incorrect. However, Michael Johnson is correct. But now, King. Michael Johnson, not Michael Jackson. Different guy. This is Michael Johnson. Johnson's 200 meter and 400 meter double in the 1996 set records that lasted over a decade. His dominance was both scientific and stylish. And, he carried the flag. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Gesinen. I gotta learn how to say that name. Good to have you. Thank you for showing up. All right. Now, you know this guy from the X Games, perhaps. Number 9, known as the Flying Tomato. And yeah, the hair matched. He brought Olympic level polish to an X game mindset. He scored perfects in the half pipe and in hearts. 3 golds in separate Olympics. 3 separate Olympics, he got gold medals. His legacy snowboards beyond the games. Yeah. King has it spelled correctly. Brad has it, but now has it. And Ed, as usual, does not have it. Although, it actually looks more like, it looks more like? It looks more like our former vice president. Don't you think? It does look a bit like Carrot Top as well. Shaun White, of course, is correct. Oh. All right. Well, those were the funniest answers so far, so we got to give everyone credit for all those. Shaun White is, of course, correct. USA. Okay, enough of that. Although the next one's USA too. And so's the next one. Sorry. Speed, style, and one-legged leotards. One-legged leotards, those are cool. She holds the women's 100-meter and 200-meter world records since 1988. Wow. She left competition in the dust and the fashion pages. She had nails too, right? No, her nails. Her golds matched her nails. In brilliance. See, the robots were on to me. Nobody's caught Flojo yet. This is Flojo. So, Brad, you have the short name. Flojo. Does anybody know what her actual full 3-hyphened last name is? Flojo stunned the world in Seoul with 3 gold medals and blazing style. Her record still sparked debates and awe. Correct. Florence Griffith Joyner. It's the complete answer. We'll take Flojo, though. We'll take that. Yeah, nobody cares what Cher's last name is. Nobody cares. At one point, it was Cher Bono, right? All right, USA. Next up, number 7. Sprinting, dominated. Long jump, owned it. Won golds across 4 Olympics. Another 4 Olympic guy. He showed up in LA in '84 and never left the podium. His name is Olympic royalty. 9 golds, 9 gold medals. 9 gold medals. He won 4 straight long jump golds, 84 to 96. That's 12 years in flight. Yes. But now, Christopher, what's going on? And Richard Simmons is about as far from the correct answer as you can get, Ed. So, as we're given points for the furthest from the correct answer, I think Ed takes that one. Carl Lewis is correct. USA, track and field. There he is. He's only got 4 of his golds there. I think those are all the long jump ones. I'm not sure. Carl Lewis. All right. We're on a little USA run here, just for an extra clue. All right, you gotta know the next one. You know him. Everyone does. 23 Olympic gold medals. What? 23 Olympic gold medals. He dominated every stroke except maybe the dog paddle. His medal count is a mythic number in sports. He's half man and half dolphin. Yes. 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 What was his why did he get canceled though? Didn't he get canceled kind of? What was his problem? I can't remember. Smoking pot or something? Can't remember. It was something stupid. Phelps' 2008 Beijing Haul, 8 golds in 8 races, is one of the most dominant Olympic performances in history. He's got more medals than 161 countries. Sorry, countries. Smoking a bong. Yeah. Smoking ganja. Quagmire. Yeah, King don't have that Starlink thing. Not at all. I'm working on a landline internet. We'll see. We will see. We will see. All right, USA. One more. Oh no, maybe 2 more. She's a freestyle phenom with stamina levels set to infinite. She wins by body lengths, not split seconds. She dominated distance events before she could legally rent a car. She's still rewriting the record books. 7 gold medals. Yeah, Brad, there you go. Yeah. So on the women's side, I mean, she's no Michael Phelps, but Katie Ledecky. She's got the cool name. Katie Ledecky. Ledecky's world record margins are so wide, they seem photoshopped. It's AI. She's still going strong, and the pool belongs to her. Katie Ledecky. Lacey Peterson. There's a dark answer. Now, it seems like there's 2 different Lacey Petersons. We know one. Or was it the husband killer that has the same name as another Peterson? There were 2 Peterson killers, right? There was something like that. All right. Okay, top 4. Here we go. This lady's been in the news recently. She performs moves no one else dares to try. 4 elements named after her and counting. Gravity might file a complaint. 7 Olympic medals and endless world dominance. Gymnastics. She's in another league entirely. King. Her athleticism redefined the sport. So much so that judges struggled to score her fairly. Dominant and disruptive. And you are correct, Simone Biles. Simone Biles, USA. There she is. She's been in a bunch of controversy lately. Oh, man. Those athletes need to keep their mouths shut. Janet Jackson. Kind of looks like Janet Jackson. Here you go. Yeah. All right. Top 3. Now, this next one's hard. So good luck. Good luck. This lady wins gold like clockwork across 5 different Olympics. Gold medals in 5 different Olympics. Short track, long track, don't matter. Speed skating, queen of consistency. She outlasted generations of other competitors. She's gotten through a bunch of generations. She's a Dutch icon on ice. She's Dutch. Nancy Kerrigan. Nancy didn't last that long. Yeah. No, it's not Nancy. She's the only Olympian to win individual golds in 5 different games. Only one. She glides through history like a Zamboni on an espresso. A Zamboni on an espresso. Have you ever seen that? Cindy Clausen. Never heard of her. Tanya Harding is the best answer. However, it's definitely incorrect. Nobody knows who this is. See, isn't that weird? She won gold medals in 5 different Olympics. Nobody knows. Her name is Irene Wust. Those Dutch names, I can never figure them out. W-U-S-T. Netherlands. Speed skating. Irene Wust. Yeah, I've heard of Bonnie Blair. Yeah, that's not her. Okay. So, number 2. This one's hard too. Good luck. This is a cross-country skiing meets rifle shooting. And he's the GOAT. He won 13 Olympic medals, 8 of them gold. He is nicknamed the King of the Biathlon. This here is the King. So when the shit hits the fan up there in the north, Alex, don't be sending those Russians over towards Norway. This guy controlled his heart rate like a Jedi with a rifle. He's a winter sport legend with endurance and aim. King! Yeah, he does look a bit like him. The guy from X-Files, yeah, a bit. Ole Einar Bjorndalen. I'm sure I didn't say that right. Norwegian biathlon. And he's number 2 on the robots list, so he must be good. Robots were afraid of him. There it is. A guy with endurance and he can shoot. It's a problem. All right. I think you know the last one. Let's go way back in time though. 4 gold medals at the 1936 Berlin. He defied racism and Nazi propaganda on the world stage. A hero in spikes and silence. He changed Olympic history with every stride. His greatness wasn't just athletic, it was human. There you go. Caitlyn Jenner. But you still got it first. Very good, Brad. Maddow. King. And Ed is incorrect again. Ed's got to get some award for most incorrect answers. I think it helps the algorithm, Ed, so I do appreciate all the answers. Jesse Owens' triumphs in Hitler's Germany weren't just about speed. They were a thunderclap for equality, courage, and grace under fire. You've seen those pictures of Hitler in the stands, right? When he's all amped up on the mat. He's like bouncing up. Yeah, that's what I remember. All right. Well, that was fun, guys. You did great. Everybody did well. Even Ed did well. All right, let's do another Russian from history, okay? Let's do that. What the heck? Let's do another Russian from history. With ominous music. think Alex has it with some unusual Russian spelling. How about those tunes, huh? Well, it looks like many of you did have the correct answer there. A brilliant orator and Marxist revolutionary, Leon Trotsky helped lead the Bolshevik takeover in 1917 and built the Red Army from scratch. He later lost a power struggle with Stalin and was famously exiled. Then he got assassinated when he was over in Mexico with an ice axe. I didn't remember that part. Trotsky survived a Stalinist assassin attack involving a machine gun, only later to fall to a mountaineering tool. Talk about unconventional endings. Nice. That took a dark turn right there at the end. All right, let's do the third category. All right, you know the rules. Robots paint, you guess, I give the clue. We are going to do the top 20 spy movies of all time. That should be kind of fun. How do you like these little art cover things, huh? Those are hip, huh? Yeah. All right. Maybe not. All right, good luck. There's some hard ones in here. Set during the Cold War, it stars a very British businessman. He's no trained agent, just a suit caught in a nuclear chess game. His mission? Deliver secrets while pretending he sells neckties. The fate of the world balances on politeness and briefcases. Benedict Cumberbatch sneaks into espionage with quiet courage. Who knows what this one is? This is a big movie, 2020. Pretty popular. No? This one's kind of hard. This is a mix of hard and easy, okay? Not Sherlock Holmes, not Mr. Bean. This is indeed The Courier. This story thriller spotlights Grayville Wynn, a civilian who played a pivotal role in averting nuclear war. His reward, a KGB prison stint. So the Russians found him out. Bummer. KGB. KGB. Yes. That was number 20. All right. So this one's a little easier, not much. Number 19. You might recognize the actor, though. Ex-spy gets pulled back in because, of course he does. It features double crosses, shady allies, and a bullet quota. The title sounds like a calendar problem, but it's deadly serious. The title sounds like a calendar problem, but it's deadly serious. There you go. Madao. Here's Bronson returns to espionage, but grimmer this time. His license to kill comes with an emotional clause. Right, the November Man is correct. Brosnan plays a hardened former CIA operative in this gritty return to spy life. Think Bond, divorced, bitter, and very shooty. It's very shooty, so that's cool. You know, I think I saw this, but I don't remember it, so I think I might need to see it again. The November Man, 2014. There you go. Red Hot October. Red Hot Octobers lead to the November Man. You got that one, Ed. All right. Who knows this one? 1980s Berlin, neon, mayhem, Charlize with a lead pipe. She's MI6 and she doesn't do subtle. One hallway fight scene, one take, and it's legendary. I think I remember that. Cold War turned red hot and brutally stylish. The stiletto heels are weapons. Yeah, King. There you go. Charlize Theron. Theron trained like a UFC fighter for this role. She's basically James Bond in boots with better taste in jacket. Fishy! Something smells a little fishy. Atomic Blonde is correct. We are, in case you're wondering, we are counting down the top 20 spy movies of all time. And Atomic Blonde was number 18. What's that mean? That means the next one will be number 17. Yes, Charlize. All right, number 17. A CIA agent and KGB operative walk into a bar. The joke. And they partner up. It's Cold War bromance with vintage charm. Cold War bromance. They don't like each other. They don't trust each other. They still save the day together. Fashion forward espionage and snarky repartee. Cavill and Hammer. Trade bullets and banter. Army Hammer. Shall we go into the Army Hammer stories? Oh, maybe not. You are correct. I think you guys know. King, Madao, yes, you are correct. This is the Man from U.N.C.L.E. And who's the gal? The gal that's in this? She was also the robot in that one movie. What's her name? What's the actress's name? She's hot. She's Ava, the robot Ava in that one movie. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah. This is a Guy Ritchie reboot. Turned espionage into a runway of action and attitude. Yeah. Man from U.N.C.L.E. Man from U.N.C.L.E. Yeah. All right, 16. See if you know this one. It's another Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan. Again. But this time he's morally bankrupt. He's a bad guy. A tailor spins lies for a spy, and things unravel spectacularly. British intelligence with a dash of dark comedy. Truth is optional, collateral damage guaranteed. Who knows this one? Jeffrey Rush stitches the story literally. Jeffrey Rush is in it. Pierce Brosnan's in it. It's written by John le Carre. And this satire flips the suave spy image on its head. It's James Bond meets scam artist meets chaos. There you go, King. Way to take it for the team. There you go. Cool name for the movie, right? The Tailor of Panama. The Tailor of Panama, 2001. Yeah. The Tailor of Panama. All right. Taylor's his name, huh? Okay. Yeah, good job. All right, number 15. This one's hard. Good luck. East Germany, 1980s. A Stasi agent listens in. He's just doing his job until he starts to care. Surveillance becomes obsession and redemption. Wow, this sounds like a deep movie. The most haunting spy film with almost no action at all. Well, doesn't sound so good. Eavesdropping never felt so emotional. All right, has anybody heard of this? So, this Oscar-winning German film, Oscar-winning, captures the soul of surveillance. A chilling, quiet masterpiece of moral conflict. So boy, I just laid a lot of stuff out there. Very good, Madel. Oh boy, I laid it all out for you. The Lives of Others is correct. Now, I hate to say I never heard of it. I don't know about you guys. Sounds good though. You guys see it? Was it good? 2006, Lives of Others. All right. Now we're going to start getting into probably a little more known shows. Number 14. And I need the exact correct answer, because some of these might repeat if they're like a series. Stunts that defy aging, gravity, and common sense. Tom Cruise runs and climbs and falls. A nuclear crisis, a double cross, and at least one helicopter chase. This franchise peak kept audiences breathless. Your mission, try to blink. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here, guys. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. You got the first part right. Rogue Nation, you got the first part right. This is 2018, if that helps. This is the one where he's hanging on the outside of the airplane. That help? Mission Impossible dash something else. Not the ones you've said. Anybody know? This one's Fallout. Fallout. That's not familiar to anybody? 2018, Fallout. Cruise did his own Halo jump. Motorcycle chase and cliff hang. There you go. All right, number 13. Now this is gonna be hard. Sorry about that. This is 1965. So the only thing that makes this easier, it is Michael Caine. Michael Caine's spy prefers sarcasm over martinis. He's the anti-Bond. Glasses, budget meals, and bureaucracy. Hypnosis and brainwashing add a psychological edge. This is a gritty Cold War grime replaces spy glam movie. Harry Palmer isn't charming, he's just real. Now, who knows this one? Michael Caine, The Anti-Bond. Harry Palmer isn't charming, he's just real. This British classic made spies relatable and slightly annoyed. It launched a new anti-glam genre of espionage cinema. You might know who this is. The Jigsaw Man, I like that. That sounds like a horror movie. Am I thinking of something else? Stuart's in the house! Yeah, and I don't. Oh, because you use the voice thing, Stuart. You're correct. It's the Ipcris files. The Ipcris files. You have it. Glad you now, Stuart. You still got the top 10 to go here. Number 12. Number 12 in spy movies. A bookish CIA analyst goes out for lunch. He comes back to find everyone dead. That's a bummer. Robert Redford plays the unintentional spy on the run. No gadgets, just smarts, paranoia, and a trench coat. He does have the trench coat. Government secrets turn lethal in under 72 hours. He reads books for the CIA. Now he's writing his own ending. Oh, Sandra. Very good. Very good. Hey, good to see you though, Stuart. Not a problem. Not a problem. Boy, I'm glad I didn't create a bonus round tonight. 3 Days of the Condor is correct. Good job. The paranoid thriller tapped into 1970s distrust of authority. It's espionage meets existential crisis. Robert Redford, bookish CIA analyst. 3 Days of the Condor. There you go. All right, next one's a pretty cool movie. I really enjoyed this next one, and it's kind of dark, but I like it. CIA rescues hostages by pretending to make a sci-fi movie. It's a great storyline. Ben Affleck directs and stars with just enough 70s flair. King! That was quick. Christopher! Take it easy, man. We do this on Wednesdays and Sunday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Hollywood saves lives for once. Yes, I know. Hollywood saved the lives here. Argo, F yourself. A line, a motto, and a rescue plan. I don't know what that means exactly. Tension meets absurdity in one of the craziest true spy stories ever. Yeah. Great story. Yeah, you got it. You got it, King. Argo. Sandra. Ben Affleck. He was good in that, right? This real-life operation was declassified in the 90s. The movie version won Best Picture. Yes, spy fiction became Oscar fact. Argo. There you go. All right, that means we're down to the top 10. Top 10 spy movies. Here we go. This one might be a little hard. 2015, if that helps. Okay. It's Cold War chess, but with lawyers and trench coats. Sounds boring. Tom Hanks plays an insurance attorney caught in geopolitical crossfire. That sounds even more boring. No car chases, just courtroom tension and quiet negotiations. Sounds even more boring. The fate of two men and the balance of power hangs in the balance. Who knew spy swaps could be this emotional? Oh, they're doing a spy swap. There you go. Correct. Alex! King! King's got it. Madao had it. You have it first, Madao? I think you had it first. Da Vinci Code. I like that. That was a good movie, Alex, but it's incorrect. All right. So it looks like Madao maybe had that one first. King, Stuart, you guys all know. Based on true events, this film shows that diplomacy can be as tense as any shootout, especially when Spielberg directs and Coen brothers co-write. It's kind of a boring picture. Oh, man. Sorry for the picture. All right, number 9. Number 9. Slow, subtle, and smarter than your average spy film. There's a mole at the top of the British intelligence. Can you spot him? Gary Oldman barely speaks, but he commands the room. Tea, glances, and betrayal in every scene. Well, you gotta have the tea, right? The quietest espionage film to ever make you sweat. All right, 2011. Gary Oldman, British thing. This adaptation of John le Carré's novel is like solving a puzzle with only sides and side eyes. A masterclass in spy understatement. There you go, King Madao. You are correct. It is the Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. You are correct. 2011. Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. How about that name? Say that 10 times real fast. Or don't. All right, now let's go back in time a little bit on this next one. Number 8. We're going to travel back. 1965. Richard Burton plays the world's grumpiest spy. There's no glamour here, just betrayal and bitter truths. A trap within a trap within a bottle of scotch. 65, gotta have a bottle of scotch. Everyone lies and everyone loses. The Cold War has never looked colder. Yeah, Stuart. Very good. That was quick. Yeah, very quick. This Le Carré classic, another one of the John Le Carrés, defines cynical espionage films. It's all about duty, deception, and a brutal moral hangover. A lot of drinking in this one. This is the spy who came in from the cold, like Stuart said. Correct. Yeah, he was pretty fast, wasn't he? He was on top of that. He's not dealing with Starlink tonight. He's mainlining. All right, we got 7 more. 7 more spy movies. This next one, I guess it's a spy movie. Number 7. It's a classic picture. This is all the way back in 1959. An advertising exec is mistaken for a spy. Hilarity and murder ensues. It features the most famous crop duster scene in cinema history. And I'm going to ask you who that actor is right there. He runs in a suit like it's an Olympic event. I'm also going to ask you to, yeah, okay, Stuart, smarty pants. So, yes, there's the director. Very good. And who's the actor? Madel has it, spelled incorrectly, but there you go. Sandra! Yes. All right, you guys have all the answers. You're all so smart. This stylish caper paved the way for Bond's tone. Globe-trotting danger and dashing men dodging doom in fine tailoring. Yeah, it was kind of the pre-Bond, right? It was the setup for Bond. Yeah, Cary Grant's close, right? Definitely close. All right, enough of that. There he is. All right, number six. Number six. After tragedy at the Olympics, vengeance takes center stage. The spy movie. Israeli agents hunt down terrorists with deadly precision. Morality gets murkier with every kill, even till today. Spielberg's most intense slow burn. There's that slow burn again. It asks, how much justice is too much? Some things never change. King is correct. King is correct. What else can I ask you about this? Not much. It's Spielberg. There you go. How much justice is too much? Based on true events, Munich is a thriller that questions everything, even the mission itself. It's emotionally heavy and historically riveting. And kind of a cool picture. I mean, I don't know if you'd guess it from that picture, but yeah. Yeah, I've seen it. It's been, quite a while. 2005, right? 2005. Munich. All right. Top five. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. I think you'll get this one just from the color of the picture. Hope Alex is still in the house. A Soviet sub-captain goes rogue. Alex. America panics. Sean Connery commands in Russian with a Scottish accent. I love that Scottish Russian thing. Submarines, sonar, and standoffs in deep water. Cold War tension is tight as a torpedo tube. Very good. You guys all knew that one pretty quick. Madao, King, Sandra, Stuart. Some things in here don't react well to bullets. That's a good line for a submarine. This was the first Jack Ryan film, and it remains a gold standard in naval espionage. Connery's beard does half the acting. So we got some good clues tonight, no? They've got some humor in here. I like it. Alex is still in the house. What do you think of that Scottish Russian accent? Yeah. I'm for Red October. There you go. All right. This was Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan. Yeah. All right. Top four. This one was kind of fun. I was surprised I liked this one. I was surprised, and I was happily surprised. Suits, swords, and exploding heads. Yeah, that's really. Spy School gets a punk rock remix. And Colin Firth is secretly a one-man army. Style meets mayhem in this hyper-modern take on espionage. Manners maketh the man, and also the assassin. You are correct. King. Nobody else had it before that, did they? Nope. But now, Stuart Kingsman. Kingsman. Now, who has the more precise answer? This is 2014, so I think this might have been the first one, if I'm not mistaken. Kingsman, something. Anybody know? Director Matthew Vaughn cranked the spy genre up to an 11. It's Bond with bass drops and bespoke umbrellas. There you go. That's definitely true. It's the Secret Service. Kingsman, the Secret Service. And yes, manners maketh the man. Is correct. Yes, they do. Top 3. Yes. All right, you know this one. It's a great movie. It's the original, 2002. Who am I? Why can I do backflips off of balconies? Why can I do backflips off of balconies? Jason Bourne wakes up with amnesia and killer instincts. His government wants him dead. He wants a name. No gadgets, just grit and memory fragments. Yes, it is the Bourne Identity. The Bourne Identity. And yeah, Jason Bourne is the character. Who's the actor? Who's the actor? You guys know the actor, I assume. Bourne rebooted spy cinema. It did. It was a lot of action, man. I loved it. Those chase scenes through like Marrakesh and stuff. Bourne rebooted spy cinema with shaky cam realism and quiet rage. Suddenly, everyone wanted to fight like Jason. Yeah, Matt Damon. Yeah, there you go. There he is. Matt. And that kind of quirky Euro girlfriend, right? Who was her name? I forget her name, but she was big. All right, top 2, and this was a surprising one. Number 2, definitely surprising. Kevin Costner's character is in deep with a secret, a murder, and a cover-up. There's a ticking clock, a Pentagon web, and one killer twist at the end. Everyone's lying, including the hero. This one's got more suspense than a polygraph test. Spoiler, it's brilliant, and you'll never guess the ending. There you go. Pretty cool. Stuart! Very good. 1980, all the way back in 1987. I can't believe that. No Way Out. King, that is correct. Stuart King. No Way Out. Kevin Costner. The political thriller blends romance, Cold War paranoia, and one of the best shock endings in spy film history. Yeah, Sandra, it was a good movie, right? The key to it is the big twist, right? Yeah. All right. What could be number 1? You know, we haven't done a James Bond. This is my favorite James Bond. It's my childhood. I saw this at the drive-in. It was great. 1964. James Bond, Sean Connery, a laser. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. It features a gold-obsessed villain and a hat-wielding assassin. And the Aston Martin DB5 makes its iconic debut. This is the Bond blueprint. Wob, smart, and shaken, not stirred. If spy movies had a Mount Rushmore, this is the nose. Of course. It looks like Stuart had the right answer first. But now I tried with Dr. No. I like it, but that was incorrect. So I remember, I don't know how old I was, but I went to the drive-in to see this, probably 10 years old. And, they had that naked lady painted gold. That was something. Let me tell you. Am I right? If spy movies had a Mount Rushmore, I already said that. It's not gadgets, girls, and gold. It's lots of gold. Odd job, yeah. That was weird too, right? Odd job with that hat. Oh my gosh. On the golf course, flinging that thing, chopping the statue's heads up. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a little too much fun. I got the old outro there. How about that? All right, guys. Well, that's going to bring it into the evening. I'm sorry you were in a little late, Stuart, but it's really good to see you. Looks like we had a lot of the old gang here, and that's always fun. Now, I do have a little compilation video of the first one. We did what did we do first? I even forget. We did box office bombs at the very beginning. And so I do have a compilation of the little videos from that to send us on our way. So have a great week. I'm not sure about the Sunday show. I have it ready, but I may have a family obligation. So it may not happen on Sunday. It would definitely happen on Wednesday if it doesn't happen on Sunday, but I will let you know.
The night wears heels, she struts alone. This bar's the place I call my home. I sip the swallow pride, pretend the moonlight lights by my side. Tell me, was it ever real, or just a song? sleep.